2001 and subsequently convicted inside of the federal court system. Joining us now from Washington, Republican Congressman Tom Rooney. A pleasure to see you, Mr. Rooney. Welcome back. Walk me through how American people can tell the difference between one party, Republicans and Democrats, whichever one it is, trying to get the other one for being a bunch of weasels that don't know what they're doing, and politicians who are actually using American resources to ensure the development of our country and protection.
Well, I hope it's because we're listening to our constituents, and I think that you're seeing that divide get a little bit closer as these days goes on, specifically with this issue. I've been talking to a lot of Democrats who I think are coming on board with the idea that, you know, the trials in New York were a mistake, and we just issued a bill today to have all the detainees tried down at the state-of-the-art courtroom we have at Gitmo. And I've been working, you know, the halls trying to get some Democrats to come on board. I haven't had success yet, but I do feel like we're getting closer. And I just think that, you know, when it comes to safety, it's our biggest job as a federal government for the common defense, and it should not be political. And hopefully, as the days go on, you'll see it less and less so.
So the opportunity to politicize anything in this country, with the mainstream media being what it is, with the web being what it is, with the willingness to put demon sheep and hatchet men on TV, whatever you want to do, it's a good time. It's an easy thing to do. And it's a great way to get a job, but it doesn't necessarily help the country. How will we know whether our government is being real with us about national security? In other words, what is the benchmark for you as to whether we're actually addressing the issue at hand?
Well, I think that when you start seeing bipartisanship, we haven't seen it at all in the year that I've been a member of Congress, and you're starting to see, I think I saw some senators, Democratic senators, starting to come back a little bit from being as polarized as we've both been, and I think that as the year goes on, when we keep asking Eric Holder the questions, as I did on judiciary, you know, why can't we have due process at Gitmo? Why can't we leave Gitmo open as a prison? Because once you bring them into our federal courts, and a federal judge is going to have to, for the first time, decide whether or not to allow evidence because Miranda was or was not read, that's going to be a very difficult position for a federal judge to be put in. And the biggest problem that I have, and the message that it sends to the global community, which is horrible, is that when the administration says that these trials are going to be a slam dunk and they're going to be put to death and everything else, well, does that mean the same as if they are actually acquitted and they're going to be a slam dunk anyway? That means that we're sending people back to jail who were found not guilty in our federal court system because of an evidentiary, problem with the trial.
Yeah.
And
no, I get
these are the problems that a military commission would address, and I still think fairly give these guys due process.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. I think the underlying issue is the decision by our government past 10 years to create a third class of prisoner and not consult with the American people. It seems undemocratic, but we'll get to that one another day. Thanks for the commentary today, Representative Rooney. As we head to the break.